Hello, my Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading focused on relationships that are going through some challenges right now. If you guys are at a distance, if there's separation, or just going through some major challenges in your connection, I really wanted to tap into the shadows of that connection to take a look at the darker aspects of what's going on, to give you a little bit more insight as to what's happening with your person and why things are the way they are. General reading, as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from this reading what makes sense for you. Let the rest go. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box, and I will have a link to all of the decks that are used here today. Okay, guys, so let's dive right into it. This is the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. Of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck, but it is going to take a look at the darker aspects of the connection and especially your person. So let's get into it. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. This could certainly be for cross watchers as well, anyone else who's been guided to this reading. What is in the shadows when it comes to the viewer, your person? What's going on with them beneath the surface? What are they hiding from you? What is it that they don't want to share with you? What dark energies are they attached to? Let's take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides for relationships that are going through challenges right now. For my Earth signs, what's in the shadows when it comes to your person? We do have dependent energy, so this could certainly be codependent energy for your individual. Codependency could be very addictive, very toxic in nature. So we'll have to pull some more cards, of course, to see what that's all about. We have disillusioned. So your person too might be focused on something because it's got that disillusioned energy to it. You know, it's like going after something or someone that isn't based off of reality. They're disillusioned about some aspect of it and might be dependent towards that idea in regards to the connection, the situation. We do have irresponsible coming through here. And in this particular photo, as you can see, it is a bride and groom, but they are skeletons. So this might be a relationship that ultimately has died. It just has no life to it. And for those of you who relate to a connection where you are married to this person, perhaps the relationship just isn't going obviously the way that you're wanting. Lots of challenges in the marriage for those of you relating to that. Or this could be a past partner too, somebody that you were married to that's still affecting you as a person today in your connections today. It's still affecting you if it hasn't been healed. So if you resonate with that, we have cold energy coming through. So when it's cold, it's definitely stagnant. There's not a whole lot of movement typically, not a whole lot of communication or productive conversation anyway. We have embarrassment coming through here. This card in this particular reading for me reminds me of somebody that shoots their mouth off. You know, they say things that a lot of times they don't mean, but it ends up really embarrassing you, especially if you guys are in a social setting and they tend to say things just without thinking. They could have also done something very embarrassing, which is what's keeping them in the shadows if they haven't been able to address the embarrassment behind the act, whatever it was that they did. We also have forceful coming through here. At the end of the day, guys, they can't force you to do anything that you want to do. Everybody's got their own free will. And if they are trying to be forceful with you, aggressive, whether that's physically or just trying to get their point across, somebody that wants to always have the last word, perhaps, not letting you get a word in edgewise during a discussion or even an argument. That's contributing to the challenges of the relationship, why it's cold. And if they are being an irresponsible partner to you, certainly part of that irresponsibility could be third-party situations, or that they've involved themselves with somebody outside of the relationship, or they just aren't able to come through and keep their promises to you, breaking their vows in however way it's presenting itself in your situation. We do have secretive, and then that's followed by stagnant. Okay, so that stagnant energy I already picked up off of that from that cold card that came through. They're keeping secrets, perhaps. So whichever one of these cards are resonating with you and your situation, personally, take from it what's coming through here. But yeah, you might be dealing with a partner here that's keeping secrets. That's part of the irresponsibility here, because again, we've got a bride and groom right here. But as skeletons, this is a relationship that's on its way out, perhaps, if it hasn't already fallen apart. Interesting. So let's go ahead and add some dialogue to this to give us a better perspective of what's going on here. This is the Divine Domestics Soul Connections deck by Angelic Revelation 144. So angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. We'll grab a few cards from here. Take, of course, what resonates with you, because not every one of these cards will. So this particular reading will definitely bring forward a few scenarios. So take what resonates for you and your situation. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What messages need to be communicated here for the situations that are arising in this reading? All right, so we have a few. Let's see what we've got. These cards are definitely very detailed in what it wants to convey. It can contain profanity, so please do keep that in mind. Okay, so we've got a lot to cover here. All right, let's start with this one. I get so annoyed with your constant need to control everything and denial of your triggers. If I upset you, I want you to be honest with me, but you use silence as a manipulation to gain control. We should be able to talk it out like grown-ups. But I feel for those of you resonating with that, especially, if they're already being irresponsible and cold and stagnant towards you, communication is just not going the way it should. And you, again, might be dealing with somebody that's very controlling, very forceful. And if arguments, discussions just don't flow because they're always trying to get the last word in, you know, I feel that's what it's picking up off of. And for my earth signs that are resonating with this, you're kind of reaching the end of your rope. You know, you're getting really annoyed with how you guys are interacting with each other. Okay, next message. I can feel your frustration with not being able to express yourself to me. You are overthinking things too much. Perhaps you could consider writing things down to get some thoughts flowing on paper to clear your head. And that would certainly help for some of you guys, especially if you're dealing with somebody that has difficulty in expressing themselves. Whether you guys are just sitting there having a casual conversation, or if you guys are arguing and butting heads, and if, you know, they're keeping secrets from you to begin with, they're already creating a drama in the connection. So if this is an idea that they could actually implement, or if both of you could start to do this and just to be able to sit down calmly and discuss things, perhaps you guys might be able to just see it tangibly on paper to see, oh, okay, this is our issue. Let's try to work through this. Get rid of that stagnant, cold way of interacting and actually just be able to talk to each other calmly without tearing each other down. Next message. You are my muse. If you only knew how much you have inspired me. Darling, you are my masterpiece. I wish I could let go of fear to tell you and show you how much you inspire me. So for those resonating with this particular message, your person actually legitimately cares for you, and as it states here, they are inspired by you. But if they're just being irresponsible as a partner, perhaps that's contributing to the challenges here. And they need to be able to convey themselves clearly and from a place of love, rather than making you feel perhaps like they're attacking you, or that you can't get a word in. If they're tearing you down rather than just having a nice civil conversation, they see you as their masterpiece, So even though they haven't always been the ideal partner, since clearly we're focusing on challenges and shadows right now, they've got some work to do on themselves, and that could certainly be tied into some shadow work that your person has to do here. Just the practice of healing their behaviors and any sort of emotional wounding that they might be dealing with that's preventing them from doing the right thing or being a better partner to you. All right, next one. I feel like I've been fighting for your life, for you to not only stay alive, but for you to be your authentic self and to thrive. I want to see you embrace your dreams and fly free from everything that has been holding you back. Interesting. Now, mind you, some of these messages could be how you're feeling as well, what it is that you want to communicate to your person. So if you happen to resonate with that particular one, it's like you're fighting so damn hard to save a relationship that's on the verge of just phasing out. It's dead in the water, but you got to be able to fight for something along with a person, because ultimately you can't fight for it by yourself. It needs two people who want to be able to save the relationship. And maybe you do feel that this person has been holding you back as far as pursuing your goals, your dreams in life, having to put a career dream on hold maybe so that they can shine, however way that makes sense for you. All right, next message. I am at a breaking point right now because you apologize. However, you continue to make the same mistakes. This has become a toxic behavior that needs addressing if you want this relationship to work. They need to be able to learn their lessons too. It's like you can't keep going around over and over with the same arguments, the same discussions, the same issues, the same problems, the same challenges. It's like they do something bad, it hurts you, they recognize it, they apologize, and the moment you forgive them, they're back to doing shitty things. And I did a reading, I believe yesterday was the air signs that went first, and that came through also. So for some of you guys, you might be focused on an air sign, if that makes sense for you and your situation and your person. Okay, next one. I realized I can't run from you because you are deep within me. We are one and eternally connected. When I run, I'm actually running from myself. When you have shown me in the mirror the reflection of what I don't like about myself and what I must heal. Yeah, sometimes, when we got to look in the mirror and really be honest with ourselves, we don't always like what we see. They can't keep running away from the problems and the challenges that you guys have faced individually as well as together. And, ultimately they need to recognize you are their support system. But if they don't recognize that, if they're trying to just carry all of their burdens on their shoulders, then that definitely makes it a lot more challenging and much harder to create that healing process that's so necessary here. And you definitely have what am I trying to say? You definitely have an influence on this person, and that you guys are connected. There's that deep connection between the two of you, but there's definitely challenges as well. All right, next one. You are holding us back because of your self-worth issues and inability to forgive yourself. I have forgiven you. Would you just forgive yourself already, and let's live our life together, free from the past. No one is perfect. More healing that needs to happen here. And part of these self-worth issues might have something to do with this dependent energy, that codependency from past issues, and the need truly to find forgiveness within oneself in order to just lay those burdens down and move forward. Because if there's stuff in the past that hasn't been healed when it comes to your person, it's almost like they have to go back there and just reassess what happened to hurt them that hasn't been dealt with, so that they can address it, deal with it, focus on what's happening now between the two of you so that you guys can move forward. And ultimately, the goal here is to be happy and have a good relationship and not have so many challenges that are overwhelming the connection. All right, last one. I get so frustrated by the intense telepathy. It's interesting, if you follow me on Instagram, this was the message of the day that came through. I believe it was a couple days ago, and it really resonated with a lot of people. So if you happen to resonate with this one, this is what it says. I get so frustrated by the intense telepathy, the dreams, and the strong sexual energy, even though I am alone. Your hunger and desire for me has me burning up, but you are nowhere to be found. The passion is an all-consuming, unextinguishable fire, and it's driving me crazy. That's why it's cold. That's why it's stagnant. Maybe part of the reason why they can't be found is because they're being an irresponsible partner here. You know, keeping secrets, disillusioned by people or things. Okay, so this is part of the challenge that some of you guys are dealing with. And again, not every single one of these messages is going to resonate with you from start to finish. So definitely take what makes sense for you personally. All right, guys, so let's add to this with Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Please bring it forward. What else do we need to know for my earth signs? And as always, guys, it's general, and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're guided to tune in, and if it happens to resonate with you, whatever part of it does, wonderful. I hope it helps you. All right, let's see what else we can add to this for the shadows and the challenges that some of you guys are going through. Can you overcome these challenges? All right. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, angels, and spirit guides. Please bring it forward. What else? Vows, commitment, promises, fidelity. I'm already picking up here, guys, that part of the reason why this is coming through in this particular reading in dealing with shadows and challenges is because you're dealing with somebody where there was infidelity, where they could not keep their promises, and they were just not very good at committing, being faithful. That's why it's coming through here. We have the chase coming up next. Preparation, relentless pursuit, and victory. So you might be dealing with a partner here, guys, where they enjoy the chase. They enjoy going after people, situations, even material things. And once they have it, it kind of loses its shine and it's on to the next chase. You know, it's like, yay, I got you. Yay, I got it. Victory, wonderful. That relentless pursuit of whatever it is that they want. And that preparation, just doing everything that they need to do to prepare for the ultimate capture. You know what I mean? And if they caught you, you know, the excitement, it's now fizzled, which is why things are cold, which is why it's stagnant. There's not a whole lot going on here to be able to move it forward towards a better way of interacting in the connection. We have heart fog coming through as well. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, and clutter when it comes to this connection. We have to get rid of those mixed signals so that you guys can communicate more clearly here, to where you understand where they're coming from and vice versa. And if it's been a while since you guys just had a good opportunity to sit down and really voice your concerns, get things off your chest, really tell each other how you're feeling. But with these blocked emotions, there's not a whole lot of conversations that are being productive here, especially if you're dealing with a partner who's keeping secrets due to third parties and interference from outside of the relationship. We have one day coming through here. Someday, somewhere, another time. So this is letting you know here that what's going on right now, it's challenging you guys because they've got a different agenda. You guys are just on different paths here. Some of you are dealing with a partner who's involved with somebody else. They are unfaithful to you. They're keeping secrets from you. They might even be disillusioned by who this other person is, when in fact you are their masterpiece. But if they're clouded in their vision of the people they're interacting with, too much clutter going on in their life, and they can't even see clear enough. They don't even have the clarity to be able to see that you are the one. And this card is here to let you know, perhaps someday, somewhere, in another time, in another life, it might have worked out. But in what's coming through here right now is that they're just all about themselves. What they want to pursue in this lifetime that'll make them happy, not so much focused on the two of you together and the connection, which is why it's being challenged right now. We do have time being represented here as well. Wait, cycles, infinity. So you might have to wait this out if you're even wanting to. You've got your own free will, remember. You don't have to stick around in a situation where it's just not working out. You're not a martyr. You don't have to stick around and just wait for this person to get their act together. So if this is a cycle that needs to phase out, if it needs to come to completion so that you can start over and welcome in the new phase of your life, you might have to wait for that to happen. Give yourself as much time as you need, but you might be able to experience forever with someone else. And then we've got roaming wild here, you see. Free-spirited, risks and possibilities, that's what they're doing. They want to be free. They don't want to be settled down in this connection. They want to roam wild and explore their options, perhaps. Now we've got drifting coming through here. Slowly parting, disconnecting, detaching. And for those of you, again, resonating with this, you already know that. You already know that you guys are drifting apart. Last card is Mirror. Reflection, shared feelings. This is you. But how can you share feelings with someone who's checked out, who is not as invested in the connection as you are? So this is a time for you to reflect on your life, focus on you, figure things out for yourself. What is it that you can do in your life at this point to move you forward towards a new direction, to find the happiness that you deserve? Because if they are completely oblivious to how this is impacting you, they don't even see it. That heart fog, they're so cluttered up and blocked in their heart space, they don't see that this is hurting you. They just don't. Okay, so let's add to this with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What else do we need to know here when it comes to this connection? I mean, clearly, you guys are going through some challenges. You're dealing with a partner who wants to be free, who doesn't want to be tied down. They are really bad at commitment. I feel they don't keep their promises. It's one excuse after the other. But judgment is here. Karma review, baby. You know, karma's going to bite them in the ass for whatever actions they've implemented in this connection that has caused them to hurt you. This is a spiritual awakening right here. Picking up off of fire energy. So your person might be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be just that sign. This is a resurrection here. This is coming through with a transformation. For you, certainly. Your person needs to get their act together. Obviously, they need to be a responsible partner. They need to stop acting like they could just roam free and go after who or what it is that they want without any regard for you. If they want to be in this partnership, they're going to have to do some work to make amends, to deserve to even be a part of your life. It's up to you how you allow that, of course. The interesting thing about the Judgment card is it's somebody who is seeking reconciliation and is wanting forgiveness. So what's coming through here for some of you is that they've gone out there, they've entered into third-party situations, cheated on you, broke your heart, hurt you, kept secrets from you, and come to find out the grass wasn't greener. Come to find out they're not happy. And that their happiness lies with you. You are their masterpiece, remember. So now they're wanting reconciliation and they want to come towards you possibly with an apology, wanting forgiveness. That's your call. If you even want them back, if you want to even talk to them and accept an apology, your call. Totally your call. Because part of the Judgment energy is certainly to forgive, to accept the situation for how it's played out. But in order to move forward, there has to be healing there. So if you can open up your heart to forgiveness, because ultimately that forgiveness is a gift that you give yourself so that you can lay down the burdens attached to whatever drama was going on here. That's a gift that you offer yourself first, so that it doesn't affect you moving forward, whether you take this person back, whether you move forward on your own. That healing is what's going to help you move on, whether together or with you on your own new direction. But you got to take your time. You know, this is not a situation where you need to move quickly. Take as much time as you need. When you go through something this challenging, it takes time to be able to heal. So don't let your person rush you into making any sort of decision if you're not ready. But this is the need to bury the past, because the past is painful. You can start fresh. You can have a new beginning here. Again, either with this person if they've got their act together, or you have your own choice, your own prerogative to move forward and create a new life for yourself. Totally up to you. We do have the Seven of Cups here, okay? So, water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For some of you, your person really just had way too many choices. Too many options in love and romance, and perhaps that's how they treated you, like you were an option. They were too busy chasing things that they were disillusioned by, thinking again that the grass was greener on the other side, when in fact it really wasn't. We do have the Ten of Wands, which is more fire, heavy burdens. So that's something perhaps that you're wanting to do, of course, is to lay down these heavy burdens attached to these challenges. Each person has to take responsibility for their own actions here. Especially your person, because I'm feeling whoever is resonating with this, they really hurt you. So they have to take responsibility for that pain, for how they hurt you. Keeping secrets, being an irresponsible spouse or partner. We do have the Ace of Wands here. More fire. So the spark is still here. Or this is a spark that you have within yourself to be able to go after what inspires you this time. Offer yourself this new beginning. What is it that you desire? Can you have a new beginning with this person? Sure, but only if they deserve it and only if they do the work to create healing and to make amends and to come towards you with good intentions. You're going to know right off the bat if they're still full of crap. You know what I mean? If they are just licking their wounds because it didn't work out with somebody else. You can have a new beginning. That's something that you can offer yourself. You can find a creative outlet for how you want to start over in your life. For my feminines who resonate with this, you are coming through as a queen. Queen of Cups, very intuitive and sensitive. This is a very calm person, very compassionate. You make everyone feel important and understood. And perhaps this person, more than likely, I'm feeling for some of you who resonate with this, it's the masculine who is wanting to reach out and apologize and come towards you to make amends. And even though they kept secrets from you, I feel intuitively you already knew anyway. And the Fool card coming through. Activation. Now in this particular deck, we do have a female figure and it's right next to the Queen of Cups. So feminine energy from both cards. This is another card talking about a new beginning here. Put yourself first this time, since clearly this person couldn't do it. They made you feel secondary. They did not make you a priority. You can make yourself a priority. Take that leap of faith for yourself and make things happen. Give yourself that new beginning. The Fool card too is indicative of somebody who might have their own business. You might be an entrepreneur. You don't need this person to support you. You can do that all on your own. So this indicates a very positive, life-changing path that's coming in for you. If they can't offer you this new beginning, do it for yourself. You know, clearly they've hurt you. Three of Swords, heartache. The Five of Cups coming through here. Old wounds definitely need healing and they need to be released, tied into these heavy burdens of the Ten of Wands. So that might be something that you have to work on here. But they definitely broke your heart, this person. Definitely broke your heart. We have the Page of Wands right after that, so more fire energy coming through here. Excitement and curiosity is what this page is all about. Now, part of the mentality of the Page of Wands is that, you know, yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery. And the only thing that's real is the present moment. You know, so your person coming through, for some of you as this Page of Wands, they want to forget what yesterday represents. They don't know what's coming up in the future or what tomorrow may bring. So they might want you to focus on the now and what's happening in the connection. And if they are coming towards you with an apology, perhaps they want you to be able to meet them halfway to bring this relationship back to life, because clearly it's dead in the water. This is a relationship that has fizzled out. It's gone through too many issues. In order to work this out, you guys have to work together. That's the Three of Pentacles right there, which is Earth energy. That's you. You guys have to work together as a team in order to rebuild a stronger foundation in this partnership. It can't just be you putting in the effort. They need to help you. More than help you. They need to be able to definitely put in the work to fix this, because they created the drama that's being represented here. You know, you guys have been put in this position because of all of the nonsense that they put you through. So if they want you back, then they're going to have to make amends, and there's no way around that. Okay, so let's add some romance angels to this. Angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What else do we need to know? Yes, we know you guys are more than likely in separation. I'm not surprised to see that. But look at this next card. So, you guys have been through a lot, but there is a potential to bring this back together. Only if the two of you can actually collaborate and work as a team to make this work this time. But they want to come back. That is what I'm picking up here. Their freedom, this roaming wild energy, maybe they've had their fun and they've now come to realize it wasn't what it was cracked up to be. We have make the effort. Exactly. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. If they want you back, they are definitely going to have to do the work, put in the effort to be able to do the right thing this time. This could be the one. The one is you. You are their masterpiece. And perhaps some of you guys might be feeling like they lost out. It's like, I don't care if I'm the one. They hurt me. They broke my heart. They cheated on me, etc., etc. I don't want any part of this. You don't have to. That's the beautiful thing about free will. If you want to walk away and start over elsewhere, that's your prerogative. But this reading is coming through to let you know there's a potential that they want to come back to you. And they're going to put in the effort to let you know that. Because perhaps they've gotten the clarity. Perhaps this heart fog has gotten rid of those mixed signals and all of the clutter that was surrounding them before. And now they see that you are the one for them. We have healing family issues coming through here as well. If you guys had children together, which I feel some of you do, families have been affected by this. Children have been affected by this. It doesn't matter how old those children are. They could be adult children. This could be blended families too that have been highly impacted by how things played out here. When you got hurt, they got hurt. So there definitely needs healing in the family dynamic as well, for some of you resonating with that. All right, let's grab some insight here from the Lover's Oracle deck. Focusing on your person, focusing on the situation. It looks like they want to make amends here. They want to come towards you with an apology and a desire, certainly, for reconciliation. Are you open to that? Angels and spirit guides for this reading for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. What else? Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Exactly. You know, what would this situation be like with all of the drama? But these new opportunities and new possibilities, yes, of course, it could come for you and your person if they are willing to do the right thing this time. But these opportunities could be for you as well. Something that you welcome in on your own. Okay, what else? Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What else, please? Yes, and let me grab this bottom card here. Yeah, this is the perfect message. because this is what's needed here, is healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. That's good. Whether you take them back or not, it's just nice to know that there's healing that's happening here. Because if it is healing, which I feel it is, you guys can certainly come back together and work this out. But this healing is for you too, so that you can move forward if you don't want a reconciliation, if you don't want them back, if you want to just start over elsewhere. At least you can move forward knowing that you would have done the work to heal from this experience, so that you can find somebody that's way better suited for you, somebody that can offer you the love that you deserve, certainly. Okay, so it goes both ways. And lastly, only time will tell, because time is involved for sure. So in time, you guys might come back together, or in time, you move on. This would be a stepping stone, a learning experience for you, for some of you guys. So it depends on what it is truly that you're wanting. What is it that you're willing to do here? But there is the desire from your person for forgiveness, and they want that reconciliation. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here from the You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers and Separation deck. This is another deck by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's give your person the opportunity to speak here. You might even resonate with some of these messages for yourself and what it is you want to say at this time. Angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Relationships in challenge. What is it that you guys want to say to each other? Since clearly they want to apologize, they want to come back. Angels and spirit guides. What else needs to be expressed here? Let's grab this bottom one. All right. Let's grab this. Okay, guys, first message. Life is too short to keep your feelings to yourself. I cannot stay silent any longer with these words hidden inside my heart and soul, because they want to burst out of my chest and my mouth. I love you. And, with these blocked emotions, maybe they weren't so forthcoming with messages like this, and it took something painful between the two of you, separation, and the whole grass wasn't actually greener on the other side mentality from your person. And now they're coming through here without a shadow of a doubt that they love you. Next message. I am planning a romantic trip for us to reconnect. I want to cherish you with loving adoration. And of course, with travel being halted right now as a result of the pandemic, it's not the ideal time to be traveling, but as this card states, they are planning one. So this might be future energies from your person. That's how they want to reconnect, by just traveling and just spending time together, enjoying each other's company. Next message. Every night, I just want to be home. Home is in your arms. So for those of you certainly who share a home, who live together, some of you again were married, they want to come home. They want to come back. They definitely left home. Too many options in love and romance. Spending time in someone else's arms, spending time in someone else's home. And what I'm picking up here is that ultimately they didn't find what it was that they were looking for, and they want to come back. Question is, do you want them back? Last card. Always on my mind and in my heart. Yes, that's you, always and forever. So they're all up in their feelings now about you. They weren't before, but they are now. Okay, So let's grab some overall energies for this connection. This is the Love Compass Oracle by Luna Tide Love. Angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We'll grab 3 from this deck, take what resonates as always, as the overall energy for your particular connection with the person that you're focused on. That's 1. Let's grab 2 more. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. All right, let's grab the bottom. Okay, what's our first one? Yeah, some of you guys are on different paths. That did come through earlier, but we have a reunion. Be here now. Okay, first one. Different paths. You and this person are going down different paths. You are not on the same page. You have different visions of what you want for your life and where you're headed. Be honest with yourself and this person. Does this relationship align with the direction you want to move into? Exactly. Which is why it's going to take time, because if you guys are on different paths right now, it's not the right time for reconciliation. And part of this path might actually lead you towards somebody else during this time that they're messing around, you know? So even if a reunion, a reconciliation presents itself, you might not even want it by then. Life has a funny way of bringing in those twists and turns, you know? We've got reunion. This is someone from your past returning and a union forming. This could be a connection to someone from your childhood. This is a soul level or physical reunion. This may be a reunion with family also. Yeah, because we do have the healing family issues being represented here. So some of you guys had children and families ended up going separate ways because of what happened here. It broke up the family dynamic. But yeah, there's a potential here for those of you who are open to it for that reunion. The last message: be here now to attract more love, abundance, and joy into your life. Allow yourself to live more fully in the present moment. Find more time for fun and playfulness. Reconnect and rediscover your passions in life and doing the things you love. Absolutely. That's important, to be present right now as to what's happening in this moment. And that came through already in this reading. Okay, so those are some energies, overall energies for the connection here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead, and I wanted to grab some messages from the Journey of Love deck also. Angels and spirit guides for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, for the person that you're focused on for this reading. We'll grab a few from here also and take which one you're guided towards. For my earth signs, please. Okay, we've got 1, we've got 2, and let me grab this bottom card. First one, reminded of you constantly. 37, synchronicity. Some of you guys might even be noticing these synchronicities when it comes to this person that you're thinking about. So throughout their day-to-day, whatever it is that they're doing throughout the day, they're receiving some sort of sign that's always reminding them of you. So they can't run away from the thought of you if they tried. And this could be for you too, if you're just constantly being reminded of this person. Next message, number 12, if that's of significance to you. I'm so cold without you, and you represent what keeps them warm. You are their warmth. And, you know, not surprised because this came through. Cold. They created this cold situation, and now they're out there freezing. They're freezing their ass off without you. All right, last one. Number 17, I need to express myself, balance and imbalances. So there's a lot that they want to say to you. And in time, I feel you'll hear from them. You guys will be able to have that much needed conversation, whether that's just for closure, whether that's to work on a reconciliation. I feel in time you will be given the opportunity to express how you're feeling and your person as well. Okay, so that's what's coming through from that. All right, guys, so let's close this out because healing is definitely needed here. I end my readings a lot with this deck, but in this particular reading, I feel it's so needed. All right, angel healing messages for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. All right, Virgo, I want to grab one for you, and then we'll grab one for Capricorn and one for Taurus. A healing message for Virgo, please, angels and spirit guides. We have intention. A healing message for Capricorn, here we are. We have freedom. A healing message for Taurus. Soulmate. Wow. All right, Virgo. So first and foremost, intention. Whatever you intend in your life, whatever intentions you are focused on is most likely what you have the capability of manifesting towards you. So make sure whatever your intentions are come from a place of love, come from a place of clarity, a clear vision as to what it is that you're wanting to manifest in your life, not just your love life, every area of your life. Have a clear vision of what it is that you want to manifest, and that's what you have the capability of bringing into your life. Capricorn, if you want freedom, if you don't want any part of this reconciliation, you don't want any part of this person, you can go. Nothing's holding you down. You can have freedom. Nothing is standing in your way. The only blockages that are there are the ones that you place upon yourself. So be free. That's your prerogative. You don't want to be tied down? You don't have to be. Okay? And Taurus, maybe you do see this person as your soulmate. But remember, you can have more than one soulmate. If this person ain't doing it for you, then switch directions and go find love elsewhere, because that love might just come through with this soulmate energy. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you this time around. There's lots coming through here today, and I hope whatever part of it resonated with you, that it brought you the clarity that you needed at this time. All right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. I'm working on bonus readings for the first half of May, so definitely stay tuned for that. It's coming soon. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.